It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, MarkinsPires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
Welcome,
guys, Aaron Taylor Johnson, rumored to have been offered role as the next James Bond. Do you guys know who this guy? I've never seen this guy before. I have no idea who Aaron Taylor Johnson is, but he's going to be the next Bond, I guess, with those locks.
I'll be right with you.
He's got
fam.
that head of
Enjoy
hair
this.
on him. They're like, you know what? Maybe the next Bond should have a head of hair where we could just grab him by the freaking, the back of the ponytail, Steven Seagal style, and he'll be like, look, I'm going to take you down, Seagal. Seagal is a fantastic actor. As Aaron Taylor Johnson, is he going to be the next James Bond, guys? When you get to be Bond. James Bond. Guys, my favorite Bond? You got it. Sean Connery. You got to have Connery in there if you're going to talk about James Bond. The outlet reported the insider said Taylor Johnson will sign the contract this week after he was formally offered the role. People have contacted representatives for Taylor Johnson and the James Bond franchise for comments. Bond is an Aaron job. Should he accept it, it's his. All he has to do is say, I want it. I'm going to just do my hair real quick. Throwing a little gel in there. I mean, that's wispy. He's got a wispy hairdo. Look at that. He's doing it. Yeah, can you do me a favor and pass me one of those black coffees behind you? That one looks like I'd probably, of all the choices there, in Chongdao, because that's what that says above, if you guys don't know how to read Japanese. I just read it for you. Chongdao, that's where you get your beverages in Japan. Aaron Taylor Johnson, right guys? Oh, goodness. If you can, hit that like, make sure you leave a comment, and just remember we're here, we're trying to have some fun. We try to start the morning on a positive. There's so much negativity out there which is intending to distract you from what's important. Just like us connecting and having a laugh, having a smile, and then taking that out into the world and making it a better place. That's what I think we need more than anything. So I'll intend to continue to foster that for us here every single day on the MarkinsPires show. So back to like Goldilocks over here. Oh, goodness. He's going to get the gig. I want to know where he got that shirt. I was thinking about getting the one that comes down like to the bottom, to the chest area here so I could show like that part. I want to get that one in black. So I'm thinking maybe I'll get mine a little tighter here so then you could see my belly. I like to do a Sam Smith. You're seeing him right there over my shoulder right now, Sam Smith. That's a body, right? Anyway, Aaron is, I love doing that. Right now I reference things that I'm going to eventually find and clip and then put over my shoulder as part of the news story when I release this. Aaron is going to sign his contract in the coming days and they start preparing for the big announcement. Rumors that Taylor Johnson would be the next Bond became swirling following Daniel Craig and his exit. However, the Marvel actor, who is married to director Sam Taylor Johnson, don't know who she is either, dodged the claims during an interview with Esquire in 2023 by stating he had to go to the beat of his own drum, with those locks and all. It's my own path. Oh, there's his wife right there. What feels intuitive to me, I've never made a decision based on other people's Is he English? He's got to be. They only go with English people. So let me go back. Sorry. It's my own path. What feels intuitive to me. Trying to sound like Connery, man. I've made my decision based on other people's perspectives and judgments or their expectations of me. I'm going like deep English, when you're talking about pulling out one of the greats. Sometimes. Anyway, that's his wife. Striking couple. She's got those glasses on. He's got the locks. You guys know you want to just go get like a wig of that hairdo right there and just wear it everywhere you go. I just don't want to go out without that hairdo. That friggin' head of hair right there. That is a good head of hair. Craig 56 revealed in 2019 that the No Time to Die was his final film. I'm done. No more. Honestly, no offense, never liked Daniel Craig as Bond. Like, excuse me, we had Sean Connery. And then Pierce Brosnan? You had Pierce Brosnan. Timothy Dalton. And then you're like, let's go with the guy who looked like he got hit in the face with a shovel. But everybody loved him, right? Craig confirmed that he'd be laying down Bond's Walther PPK after Colbert, Stephen Colcutt's. He said, "Are you done with Bond?" Which Craig replied, "Yes, I'm done." He did it as close to Connery as he could. Everybody tries to be Connery as Bond. They should. He was the best Connery. We all know it, Bond, James Bond. You're like, Connery, he's back. He'd be 137 right now. The actor also opened up on Sunday Times in 2019 about his journey being James Bond. Meanwhile, in October 2023, James Bond producer Barbara Broccoli. Yeah, it's Broccoli. Is it Spicoli? Is it? I'm going to get my pizza. All right. Barbara Spicoli, Sean Penn's wife, spoke about a future of the franchise following Craig's exit. We got a guy with locks coming in. I think these movies reflect a time that we are in, and there's a big, big road ahead. Reinventing the next chapter, and we haven't even begun with that. The Guardian, she said it to The Guardian at that time, guys. So I guess that's the full story here from Magoo. Look at that. Hold on, this is a better look. Look at me. I'm going to get that black coffee blend behind me. Am I close, guys? I want it. I got my own right here. Guys, what do you think about this guy with his head of hair? Right? Guys over here on TikTok. Let's see who's kicking it with me. Jen Goswick. Jen Goswick, are you fucking kidding me? Right? Manny, how you doing? Hey, Manny, I told you to come down. Have a good time, okay? I talk about this guy with his freaking hairdo. Is this Brad Pitt? I like a Brad Pitt. He's a good actor, man, okay? You tell me one time, Manny, okay? You tell me about Brad Pitt. I come down, I watch the guy, He's like, hey, look at me, I'm Brad Pitt. I'm like, I know, man, you kidding? I see you there, man, you Brad Pitt, okay? This guy got the freaking head of hair. Look at that, I'm gonna just feel that hair. Hold on a minute. Let it go. Where's my hand go? Right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, I just want to feel that hair. Okay. Hey, Manny, look at this head of hair, man. I'm going to see if I can take that head of hair and put it on my freaking noggin. Guys, I'm out of my mind. It's what we do here. Head over to YouTube if you want to see his nog. That thing is ridiculous. Like, when he goes out there, they're like, I think that head of hair should be the next Bond. They're like, what about the guy? Forget the guy. That do has got to be in the next Bond. We should just get the guy, because the guy's attached to the head of hair, And we just got a double-decker, where we got the guy, we got the hair, we got our Bond. James Bond, right? I think that I would love to see if I can order that head of hair online. Guys, let's do it. India Times, they're selling. My friends, welcome to the longest running daily variety show on planet Earth, the MarkinsPires show, day 1908. In a row. We're here with Matt Zabrowski. I got Joanne back there wheezing. Can't do much with that, We started with almost the full piece of the James Bond comedy. I realize I just like to roast people. Like, I roasted the freaking hell out of Megan Fox today. I cannot wait to drop that for you guys tomorrow. It's ridiculous. Like, if you're not watching... If you like my comedy news stories and you're not going back to watch the morning news every single day to get all the stuff I miss, because I pull what I can from those news stories, but there's lots of funny stuff I just can't get to, just like the songs. I pull out the best couple of news stories, and then there's other little pieces that I think are really funny in there. I just miss them. But if you do like the news stories, when you check them out on the live show or on replay, they're going to be slightly different than when I play them for you on a premiere. because that's what we use, that little box over me with the news. I just use that. All the references that come out during the comedy pop up over that thing. And man, is it fun. Like the Sam Smith reference is like, oh man, that's just unreal. I love that Sam Smith reference. Yeah. How are you doing, Leisure number 7? Virginia is in the house. I got Wharton Thistle S. Coop. Oh my goodness. It's so good to see you guys. Sorry I'm late today, but you know how it goes. Sometimes you're in the process. You know, I think we're going to try something different today. I haven't been live on Clapper in a while. Let's just go live there. I've been dropping a lot over there, and sometimes they put my stuff out, so let's just say... cover songs and comedy. Subscribe on YouTube, X or Rumble! Exclamation point. This is how we do it, guys. This is like what... oh, this is what S. Coop does. She goes and she tells everybody. This is a platform called Clapper. I'm just doing that because I think it's better than TikTok sometimes. Sometimes TikTok does not share, you know? And I don't know why this is doing this. Oops. I just closed it. All right, there. That'll do. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you zoom in at all, which is a little weird, but still, we'll just leave it alone. Clapper, welcome to the MarkinsPires show. BDP Racing's with us. Oh, it's time to take this guitar out. Matt Zabrowski's about to hit us with a die for, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for. Something to live for. Something to die for, yeah, yeah. There's something to live for. Matt Zabrowski, can you hit us with a woo-hoo, please, while I fix this? Woo-hoo! Thank you, pal. That was a good one. Guys, Zabrowski hit you with it. Can I get a thank you to Zabrosk from the chat? Look, oh, thank you, Zabrosk, for that woo-hoo. Can we get this charger to work? Would that be possible over here? There we go. Welcome, Clapper. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the longest-running daily variety show, the MarkinsPires show. We're live. We're doing it. 1907 days in a row. Catherine Hipburn. How are you, Catherine? Of course, I'm having issues with this tonight. There we go. Join us on X, Rumble, or YouTube so you can see this better. I'm sitting on the only drum in the world for guitar players. And it allows me to sound like a band, all by myself. I invented and patented it. Beatseat.rocks. Oh, nice. Well, I'll head over. You'll enjoy what I do then, because I do the comedy news every day, and I'm familiar with that show. If you go back actually in my show to the 4,300 pieces of content, I did the Donald Trump show, Joe Biden show. I did everybody. I'm a celebrity impressionist. Stopped doing it because I'm demonetized, been live 1,908 days in a row. This is the first time you've ever seen me, and you would have loved what I was doing if you like Steven Crowder. Like everybody here in my chat would say that. The stuff I was hitting, all the truth that came out in the show, everything came out on this show in the last 5 years. I've been live every day. During the pandemic, I was live every day. Check it out, MarkinsPires on YouTube, on Twitter, X, whatever the freaking heck we're calling it now in 2024. So it's cover song night, peeps, and we're also going to play, I want to play you that Shohei Ohtani bit again because it's awesome. That just premiered a little while ago. Let's just tune this puppy up once. right. So what are we playing for covers? I am a real estate agent. That's what I do. And unfortunately, because I've been totally suppressed and canceled for the last 5 years, I've never been able to make a living at this. But I do it every day because the world needs positivity. It needs a show that provides some hope every day. And I also invented this drum that I kick and play while I write songs and loop. This is the type of stuff that happens. That wasn't it. I live loop, and with this drum, I make it sound like I'm a band all by myself. We're going to do it right now. Yeah, Friday night, we grab an old piece of music, make it all come to life, yeah. I feel alive. So, bottom line is this. If you head over to YouTube, if you head over to X or Rumble, I'm live on all 3 of those channels right now. That is where you can hear it best, see it best. It probably sounds like crap right now because I'm using my phone to go live on Clapper. But on all the other platforms, I'm live on OBS. So this guitar is coming through right through the ears. If you have headphones or if you're in a room with speakers, welcome to the MarkinsPires show. Sunshine, I don't know when. Well, I stuck in Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. I hear the train rolling on down to San Antonio. I hear that train rolling, yeah. Well, when I was just a baby, Mama told me, son, always be a good boy. Don't ever play with guns, but I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And the people keep moving on down to San Antonio. All right. Rich folks eating fancy dining cars, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. And I know that ain't coming. I know I can be free. And then people keep moving on down to San Antonio. If you guys want to hear this best, YouTube, X, or Rumble. Right now it probably sounds like crap through the speaker on my iPhone. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Catherine, just so you know, yes, I've been live 1,908 days in a row, but I'm also now live twice a day as well. 9 a.m. comedy news. And the thing is, now I do no politics because I'm trying to see if I can bring us all together. Like, I'm like, you know, if I come out, look, we're winning big league. Yeah, I got to go back to court. Yes, got to Melania. She's coming. Like, I can't do the impressions anymore of that, at least. I'll come out here and do everybody else. Wow. Friday night. You're hanging out. Have a good time, of course. All right, so it is cover song night, so I can't write anything tonight, unfortunately. I mean, maybe we still can anyway. We sort of break the rules here every night. Abracadabra, reach out and grab you. Abracadabra, abracadabra. Every time you call my name, I eat up like a burning flame, full of desire. Kiss me, baby, let the fire get higher. Abracadabra, I wanna reach out and grab ya, abracadabra, abracadabra. 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 Just for a vibe. The Beat Seat, the only drum in the world for guitar players. I invented and patented this. You could get one at beatseat.rocks, and it won't be built at a factory. I'll hand build it myself on my other YouTube channel called Mark Has Wood. Sorry. way too much, but just to hear, look. It's too much, but right? Every now and then, coming out when you don't want him, he's not a friend. Nope, coming on the 30-minute on the hour, cause you know we gotta take a shower. Yeah, but you can't get up, but you can't get down, cause you can't get up when you're feeling the sound of the wavelength coming at you. Yep, 432 coming at you, yeah. Every single night we get down, yeah. You got to enjoy it when we feel for something new. Whoa, that's what we're gonna do. Abracadabra, I wanna reach out and grab ya. Abracadabra, abracadabra, abracadabra. Abracadabra. reach out and grab you. I wanna reach out and grab you. Really use a sip of my drink. That was a warm-up song, huh? That rap in there, what the fuck was that? Gosh almighty, that's what we do. That's what I love doing here, guys. Wow, Catherine, you come down, you're hanging out. It's a good time. Friday, you play a song, you get into it. You tell your friends. There's music every day. In the beat seat, you play. You kick left foot, right, snare, kick, snare, kick the snare. Yeah, you do it, Christopher Walken style. Friday night, playing the music, yeah. You're gonna get down, yeah, you're gonna beat, there. You're gonna do a rap, it's Christopher Walken. Oh, check it, I get my biscuits, I get the gravy. You know, I wasn't serving in the Navy, no, it's in the movie. I killed Natalie Wood. I'm just kidding. Did he? I don't know. What happened there? Do you guys know? All right, we got to play another cover song, guys. And that guitar's out of tune. Because when I beat the hell out of these strings for you on a daily. So please, if you guys can on Clapper, I love you. I'm live every single day on X, Rumble, and YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, DLive. I'm on all those channels at 9 a.m. every single day, except for the weekends. But I'm going to try to go live tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. if it's possible. If not, it's every single night of the year, okay? But it's also every morning, basically, of the year, too. So it's twice a day. And I'm just trying to provide a safe space for us all to connect. Okay, I'm sick of turning in every direction and seeing negativity. So I will be the positivity, a place for you to come and get live music, to get comedy, to get truth without getting into the political side of things. I mean, I've done it, guys. It's all there. They just demonetized me out of the blue for nothing. They said I'm harmful. You guys, you just found me tonight. They call my channel harmful on YouTube, and they demonetized me after being monetized for years and not. Literally, I woke up to a demonetization. And then they're like, yeah, I know you're harmful. And I'm like, it's a comedy news show that doesn't do, no politics. And then it's like comedy skits. And then I write songs live in the moment. And I invented a drum, not just for musicians, but for people with sensory therapy like therapy needs. This is a drum for, the best way I could say it is a sensory therapy drum. You kick this thing, you hit it with your hands, it's got unlimited tones. So if you know anybody with autism, this is like really important for them to know about. And YouTube just said, nope, we won't ever let anybody find you. Even after 5 years in a row, going every single day of putting on this show for people, we want them never to find you. So now I have to find a place to blow this platform out. I'm hoping it's Rumble. I'm hoping that's X. Because YouTube, we're up to almost 15,000 subscribers, and it doesn't seem like anybody ever gets my content. So now I'm just like, whatever, I'm just going to put it out there and have a great time every day. So this is not me complaining. This is just me telling you, giving you a little catch up. I've done everything under the sun, 4,300 pieces of content. I did 37 episodes of the Donald Trump show. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see in your life because it's face swaps of Trump, Biden, of everybody. Dr. Evil, Vladimir Putin. I did everybody in that movie. I can't play it here anymore, but it's on the Donald Trump show YouTube channel. You can go there and watch the whole thing. It's also on my channel if you go back and look. But anyway, we're staying with what's important to me, which is to bring us all together. I don't want anybody to come in here and say, I can't be here because he's talking about something I don't like. So I do comedy news. We scroll the news every day and we find anything but politics, and I make the craziest comedy out of it. The Shohei Ohtani clip went up today. The James Bond clip went up today. The Kobe Bryant, his parents are selling his auctioning off his ring. That went up yesterday. The two ladies that got kicked off the plane for being fat, that got taken off. That went out yesterday. I'm doing stories about crazy things happening in the real world on a daily basis. No politics. And it's just funny as can be. You know what I love to lean into, and you guys know this who watch my show? Anything stereotypical, I'm leaning into it. It's fucking hilarious, man. It is hilarious. I can't tell you how many times there's just like the guy who couldn't sit next to a woman on the plane. This is the best story ever. This guy can't sit next to a woman. He asked them. JetBlue says, no, sir, you can't switch with anybody. And even 15 people on the plane were like, we'll switch with you. Like, we'll switch with you. And he's like, yeah, I got someone to switch. They're like, you can't switch. And he says, it's my religious beliefs. I'm Orthodox. I can't sit next to a woman. And so all of a sudden, while reading the story, I realized this is the one guy on earth who knows what a woman is, guys. Everybody's questioning, this guy freaking knows what a woman is, you know? And then he went on to just be ripped on. I roasted him because he probably smelled terrible. That's just a joke. The stereotype stuff. You know, again, I lean into the stereotypes here. I'm down with it, you know? And there's no way to me, you can't offend anybody. When you're a clean comedian, you don't swear, and all you do is joke about the stereotypes of the world, and you're trying to bring the world together with a laugh. To me, nothing better than that. So, stick around. I think we're tuned. No, not even close. It's terrible. Ron Tyler in the house, my brother. Barella. Barella's here too. Guys, if you can, YouTube it, even though they can blow. You know what I mean? I wrote a song called YouTube Blows. You want to hear it? It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's a rap. Mr. Beast is in it. He literally joined us for the right? Remember, guys? He came in that day, and he laid down a rap. But the comedy news, like, I'm thinking about putting out a movie of just the best comedy news stories because some of them are so good. Like, I think the Show High one, we're going to watch here in a few minutes. It's crazy. I'll be dropping pieces of that on Clapper tomorrow. But if you guys do like my content, I put it all up on YouTube and multiple pieces of content a day, and I'm live twice a day. It's probably too much, but I can't get through their barrier, so I just keep going like, I'm going to go even more until we can get to the people. All right, we're good. That's good enough. You guys know this song? A little song by a band called U2. What? No? U2 probably covered it at some point. The Doors. Loving me 2 times, baby. Loving me twice today. Love me 2 times, girl. I'm blown away. Loving me 2 times, girl. 1 for tomorrow, 1 just for today. Loving me 2 times, I'm blown away. Love me 1 time, could not speak. Love me 2 times, my knees gone weak. Love me 2 times, girl. 1 for tomorrow, 1 just for today. Love me 2 times, I'm blown away. Love me 2 times, I'm blown away. Oh, love me 2 times, I'm blown away. Yes. Can I play Louis Armstrong? Which song should I try? I've never tried before. Wonderful, wonderful world. Your son has autism? Oh my goodness. I find like this whole world is about connection. So we have this, I couldn't get video, but we had this opportunity to sit down with a special needs facility in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's at St. Vincent's Hospital. And I brought a beat seat. And just, I want to show you something here, Catherine. You'll appreciate this. I don't want to get Elgato'd again. You guys don't know what Elgato is. So this is the beat seat, but this is the junior beat seat. We make these for children with special needs. And what makes them special is they have a grab and go bar in the back, which is awesome. You just put your hand in the back and grab it and you can walk around with it. But it's multicolored. So you can use it as a teaching tool. So when you sit and you play it, it sounds like mine. Get a kick, you have a snare, it's smaller, so the tones are a little higher end. But then you have a snare here. And so you have the beat seat here. This is orange, red, blue. No, I'm sorry, that's orange. This is yellow. So, and it's kind of more like a gold, but, and then you have green on the top. So, and the yellow also on the back. And so when you sit down with your child, or if you're a music therapist or you're a occupational therapist, and you sit down with your child or your patient, however they call it, I'm not really sure, and you're sitting on your beat seat and they're sitting on theirs, and you just say to them, hey, Johnny, what's your favorite color? Now, Johnny, who's sometimes nonverbal, may be able to say to you, red's my favorite color, or yellow's my favorite color, or blue's my favorite color, or orange, or even green. And so it's a teaching tool. You could also, these could be numbers. The red is number 1. This is number 2. And this is number 3. And so you have an opportunity to open up the ability to connect, I think, unlike ever before. And when I invented and patented this, this was for me, as what you're seeing, to be able to put on a show where I don't need to hire a musician ever again. I put on a show by myself every night. I got all my pedals. I put on this. This is what we do. What's this? This is from like last night. I was just jamming on this for a little bit. So all these beat seats have different tones. They're great. But I invented this thing so I could kick it while I play my guitar. And it sounds like a kick, snare. And of course, the one in the middle, so it's the only, and the first drum, but only drum, because nobody else could do this because I have the patent for it. It's the only drum in the world you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and your feet at the same time. There's no other drum. There's a drum called the cajon, and some people use that as a sensory therapy drum, but it only has 2 tones. It has like a high, and then it has a low, but it doesn't have anything else. Because of the shape of the beat seat, I don't know if you can see this, but it's wider at the back and more narrow at the front. This is specifically designed this way because when I designed it for myself, I didn't want to sit like a cajon makes you sit, which is with your legs like this while you play it, and you have to bend over like this. I wanted to be able to play my guitar, and so I invented the beat seat. So it's thin, but it's long, and it's got this like hexagon vibe to it. So like when I do this, I could play my guitar, but I could also sit here and just play my guitar perfectly. This is the perfect guitar seat. It's like there are no seats that are comfortable for guitarists. I hope if anybody plays guitar, they know this, but you go to a venue, you're sitting on some stupid bar stool where you can't even touch the ground, or you're sitting on some dinner chair where your butt's all back and you're trying to jam out for people, but you're sitting back like, yeah, I'll have seconds, you know? And so when I designed the beat seat, it covers so much in this realm of being the ultimate percussion drum. It's the ultimate one-man band drum. It's the only drum in the world that a drummer can sit on and play a drum kit beat without having to put any pedals down. You just sit down with this thing, just to give you an example. You can't do stuff like this with a cajon. I don't know how to explain. There's like my friend Carter, who's an actual drummer. I'm just the guy who invented the beat seat. I play guitar, but I play the beat seat. There's another really cool story about that. But so my friend Carter, he actually plays drums on the Lion King on Broadway. And he played this early iteration. I didn't even have all the snares in it yet. I didn't have any snares in it, actually. But when he played it, he goes, this is awesome because it allows me to play all my kit beats without having to put pedals out. He goes, I could do it with my cajon. He goes, but I had to buy this $250 pedal, so it kicks backwards into the kick part of the beat of his cajon. So I invented a cajon on steroids, essentially. So. But then you have all these toms. That's not a freaking cajon. That's a drum kit. But it's a one box. And you stick your hand in the back and grab a bar and you just go with your guitar in the other hand. I'm so glad I patented it. That's all I can say. But I'd love for you guys to check it out and order one because I'll build it for you. If you guys know who Her is, H.E.R, she has a beat seat. I built one for her. And that's what I do. I actually hand build them for you. So if that's something that interests you, order yours at beatseat.rocks. A song to play. These first couple I played for you guys, I just basically was rolling in songs I know. Oh, I also need assistance. If you guys can leave me comments on what t-shirts you think I should make. You know, like the Wheezy McGee stuff or Bang Biggity Boo, you know, all the silly things I say. I know some of you are like, oh, you got to make a t-shirt of that. Let me know because I'm literally just opened up this thing called, it's where we made the t-shirts in the first place. I got to start updating things, like give you guys, if I can't get monetized obviously anymore, but I think I could at least have my store up and running. So if you guys do want to support me by buying gear and wearing some of the funny slogan stuff that I say here as a goose, because you know I'm a goose. All right, let's see what we have. I'm trying to see Creator Spring is what it's called. Teespring, whatever. Can we get over to E-Chords, please? I need to play some songs. Yes, we're going to leave this page. Oh, you know what? I started doing a Bang Biggity Boo thing. That's why I asked. Oh, I'm such an idiot. So this is what... Let me just go over here real quick so you guys can see this. Guys, if you want to YouTube, X, or Rumble this, you'll see this live. And stay there because it sounds better. The audio is freaking unmatched. Look, guys, a Bang Biggity Boo shirt. Will the MarkinsPires coffee cup be back? I'm going to definitely put some coffee cups out. I'm not sure which ones yet, but for sure. But what do you think about a Bang Biggity Boo shirt? I say that all the time. Maybe a double decker, but we'll put a turlet there. Belladia, Wittig Big League, don't go near the gold toilet. That's what I should actually have. Trumper on the front, and he's going like this. He's like, a Wittig Big League. And in the back, it says, don't go near the gold toilet. S-Coop said it. She nailed it already. And I see, I can't do it. I'm trying not to do anything political, you know. But gold toilet. Belladia, I told you, don't go near the gold toilet. Where's Barrett? Abu Baghdadi. Like, it's like two different versions of them, you know? All right, we were about to play something from E-Chords. This is the site that I go to in order to get some words and some music for you guys, because I have no idea. I really don't know other covers. We play some. Can we get back in here? Okay. Does anybody have any idea? Give me some ideas of what I should play for you. If you guys have any cover requests, I'm happy to try. Golden toilet. You got your golden toilet. I don't think that's a cover song, though. Let's see what we have here. I'll play you something. I'm drawing a blank, but let me try the... how about this one? We played this a few times now. It's a cool tune. I think this may be the version. Come on, mate. No. This is it, I think. Come on. Nope. I accept. Gosh almighty. They're like, keep hitting me with the stupid freaking cookies thing. We get it. You're doing a cookie. All right, I found it. It took me forever, sorry. When you're playing someone else's song and you don't know how to read music because you taught yourself how to play guitar and everything, including composition, you have to get the right thing. You know what I mean? Just came in. What all kind of music I play? I'll play anything that you want to hear, but I write songs live in the moment, kind of like the Harry Mack of blues and rock. I got 209 songs on iTunes and Spotify. We usually write at least one song a night, usually more, you know. And based on what you ask for, I'll create a full song live in the moment to loop the whole thing, and sometimes they turn out to be pretty ridiculous songs. They turn out to be some of the 209 songs already out there, but there's probably over 1,000 songs created so far. So if you subscribe on YouTube, X, or Rumble, I'm live every day of the year. I've been live since December 31st, 2018. It is the longest running streak on earth. I don't know if Guinness will ever find this show or if they give up, but I've been here 1,908 days in a row, and I would hope that you guys would be interested enough to join me for the next 92 days till I hit 2,000 days in a row live, and we turn this into something. I mean, I'm a real estate agent. That's how I make a living, but I've been showing up here, and I'm just 92 days away from 2,000 days in a row. I'm pretty pumped about that. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. So check this out. You guys probably know this song. A little cover. Try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, not what you need. When you feel so tired, you cannot sleep. Stuck in a river. The tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone you goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your wounds. I will try to fix you. How you bow down below. You look too in love to let it go. You never try, you'll never know just what you're worth. Lights will guide
try to fix you. Something you can't replace. A tear stream down your face. Lights will guide you all and ignite your bones. I will try. I will try to fix you. Fix you. Clearly, I don't know the song. But, you know, we do our best. If you guys can, YouTube, X, or Rumble, you're going to see it and hear it much better. Comes through in HD. You could see the beat seat full. I think. Did I go back over, or are we on Elgato right now? We almost got Elgato, guys. So, listen, this is a very... maybe I'll go live on Clapper again tomorrow, but, I mean, honestly, I do TikTok usually every day. Because I'm trying to see if we could blow out all these platforms. It's hard to do it all. I don't know. I'm trying to blow out any of them, to be honest. We got about 18K on Clapper, 41,000 on TikTok, and over on YouTube about almost 15,000. So we'll see if we can blow out something here and get a couple million people to join us on a daily basis. I mean, I'm here every day of the year for 5 years. Just want to get the chords. That's not right. That's not right. That's a different, I mean, it's a different artist. Let me just see. Trying to find the one I remember. I'm hearing it in my head. Maybe it's going all the way back to Ella. Version. I think it's... It's not that. My freaking daughter's still not asleep. It's 12:45. My wife just sent me a note. Unbelievable. All right, I have to go and get this kid to sleep. I don't know what the... It's 12:45. What is she doing? You know, it's anything else I could say beyond that, just that there's times like this, you know. Elgatoed. It's when you get Elgatoed. So the screen shuts off. If you guys could do me a favor, head over to YouTube, at least to YouTube, to X, to Rumble. Any of those channels would be great. And subscribe. Turn on all notifications. In fact, what I'm going to do here, and this is only going to be beneficial to whoever decides to stick around for this, because I have to go and check on my kid anyway, my kids, but most importantly, the one that's still awake, and find out what the fuck are you doing up still? You know what I mean? Like, you're not 18 years old. You're freaking 15, 14, 13, 14. She's 13 still. Goes by quick, guys. Where the hell? She's 14, guys. All right, here we go. I'm going to pop this on. This is the Shohei Ohtani clip from earlier. I dropped this just earlier, okay, guys? This is stupid, crazy, funny. There's really something here I'm hoping I'm back to watch because, dang, you know what I mean? That's all I could say. It's like perfect. Let's see what we have here. Let me see. I guess I went too long on these. This title here. That's going to hurt us. I'm trying to do everything right here, guys, for these jerk-offs. You know what I mean? This is the link. If you guys on the tube are like, I'm getting tired, I just can't stick it up. I'm not able to stick it and watch the rest of this awesome, ridiculously funny clip you're about to play, Mark. But I'll watch it tomorrow. Right over there. On YouTube, X or Rumble. Guys, we're playing it. I have to then take my phone. And so, Clapper, please do me a favor. I'd love to see each of you just head over to YouTube, to X or to Rumble, any of those three, and just type in MarkinsPires, just like you see over. And we're live right now. You're going to see this bit. You're going to see the Shohei Ohtani bit, where I found out that he's a gambling piece of garbage. Pete Rose. Pete Rose. He does it with an accent. Again, guys, stereotypes. I just move right into them. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. There's a really funny bit about how his interpreter, he's going to have to cut off a couple fingers, you know, honor thing, you know, with his family. Get the katana sword out. He hasn't sharpened it in a while. He's going to like using it like a serrated knife. Anyway, guys, I'm talking about. Anybody up for listening to this and watching this? You want to get a laugh in? I mean, I think this is funny stuff. I could be out of my mind, but I think it's not just funny stuff. I really nailed what's happening here. I'm not going to tell you what's happening. I want you to go watch this. It's live. What about Mark in Space? I've already done that, BDP. I was on the moon. I was on Mars with Joanne. Wheezy McGee, back to back. I was on Mars and then the moon. Moon then Mars. One or the other. You have to go back and check. MarkinsPires on the moon. I didn't drop that yet. Or the Mars one. They're both on my phone. We do so much. I've been doing the comedy news stuff. I missed all the bits. Like we have 9 feature films. All stupid, crazy stuff. But guys, we're just getting started, especially if you join. We just got 92 days until we get to 2,000 days in a row. Of course, I plan on kind of stopping the show at that point if we haven't blown it out. But, and what I mean by stop it is not this crazy like twice a day. I just can't. I can't do twice a day if we're not going to get millions of people to join this show so I can make a living at this. I got to freaking make a living. The world's about to get shitty. And my real estate business isn't going to get better now that they just passed this crazy law where they're not going to have to pay buyer's agents. So it's either find a way for this show and my music to make a living for me, or I got to just focus 1,000% on how to make a living with that real estate business, which is crap. So I don't know. I'm working it out, but 92 days, guys, we could do this. We could do it. I'll be here again twice tomorrow. And in a few minutes, I'll be back. I'm just going to pop this on. Okay, here we go. Shohei!
It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beatsy.
Oh, wait, I gave you the wrong link,
So
guys.
what's going on in the news? Did you hear about what happened with Shohei Ohtani and his interpreter?
That one's
I don't know who was gambling. Now, this is what we have to dig into. You know, they The Interpreter, $4.5
give me the
million
right That was for
of
the
gambling
TV channel,
debt
not for the
paid
right
off by Shohei. So can we just talk about this and you let me know what your thoughts are?
All right, here we go. Give you the
Would
right
you
link.
pay off someone's $4.5 million gambling
That
debt?
is.
Even if you had, a couple $100 million? Would you give a friend or not a friend or just somebody who worked for you $4.5 million to pay off a gambling debt? And would you do that without any paperwork? Would you do that without anybody knowing? Would you do that and just say, yeah, dude, here you go. I'll make sure, I feel bad. You're my buddy. I just want to make sure you get out of this hole. Would you do that? Would Shohei Ohtani do that? Or would Shohei Ohtani potentially, just saying, have a little bit of a checkered personal life, and this guy's taking the fall for it, and there's a big windfall for him at the other end of the rainbow, where he's on his way down, right? This guy's Mazahura. And perhaps he's like, look, I'll take the sword, old school, Japan style. I'm taking it out, the katana, and I'll fall on the sword for you, sir. What? Yeah, I'll check my bank account. And one day he's there. Because I don't know anybody who would do that. Especially because if you're giving that guy $4.5 million to pay off his gambling debts, you're not helping him. You're enabling him to go and keep gambling. So I don't think, I'm just saying this. Let's read the story fully and see what you guys believe. Los Angeles Dodgers have fired Shohei Ohtani's interpreter. He's a close friend after the player's attorney alleged massive theft from the Japanese star in a case tied to sports gambling. The Dodgers said on Wednesday that Ippei Mitsuhara, who has been a constant presence at Ohtani's side since the two-way star's move to the U.S., was no longer working with the team. The Dodgers are aware of media reports and are gathering information. The team can confirm that interpreter Ippei Mitsuhara has been terminated. The team has no further comment at this time. Law firm Burke Brettler LLP, attorneys for Ohtani, said in a statement, in the course of responding to the recent media inquiries, we discovered that Shohei has been the victim of a massive theft, and we are turning the matter over to the authorities. ESPN reported Wednesday that multiple unnamed sources, Mitsuhara's firing came after media questioned his alleged ties to illegal gambling. Alleged. ESPN reported allegations centered on wire transfers from Ohtani's account worth at least $4.5 million. I thought it was $4.5 million. It's at least. That means it could be $20 million. You don't know. You don't know how much money that was siphoned out of the Ohtani account. Now let's just quickly read the wording here. Allegations centered on wire transfers from Ohtani's account. So who would be able to transfer wires from Ohtani's account? Who would have access to that information? Who would be able to go into someone who's got millions of dollars and say, I'm just going to wire transfer that out? You're right. This guy, Ippei. It's always the interpreter that has that access, Like, this shouldn't be shocking to anybody that the translator has full access to Ohtani's bank account and he can just wire things out, Like, it's a no-brainer. I don't know why anybody's even questioning it, Like, you're not going to get an interpreter and just say, hey, access to my entire bank account. Everything, all my transactions, go and buy what you want, but I'm going to check. You really shouldn't do that. But here's the information, just so you know, so you can go in and check on me and see how I'm doing. So Ippei had that access, guys. Do you see him here? Look at him. This is a guy you give your bank information to so he could wire stuff right there. Trying to look like Neo, the Matrix. So what do you guys think? I want to hear from you. Do you think there's any chance in heck that you or anybody you know would ever give $4.5 million to a guy that looks like that, first of all? You know what I mean? Like, right? And then he's going to go and he's going to spend that money on his gambling debt? Enabling. That's called an enabler. You never do that. And I don't think Shohei would do it either. So that's how I feel. What are you guys saying here on TikTok? I'm waiting for some answers from you. Do you guys, and you're not seeing this, you should head over to YouTube, TikTok, head over to YouTube, Rumble, or X. Subscribe. You can see the story over my shoulder. You see this guy's stupid noggin. It's mental, the head. It's mental, that guy's head, right? Sid. It's going to be 15 degrees above today. That's awesome, Sid, because I know it's usually like 5,000 below. Now, if they gamble away their money, it's their fault. Marshall's with us on that over on Twitch, guys. What I'm saying is this. If you are a guy who's got to tell a interpreter, and you're not giving him full access to your bank account, including how to wire funds out, 4.5 mil at least, I have to question what kind of human being you are. Do you have a soul? Here you go, interpreter. I'm going to pay you bare minimum. You're giving him league minimum. That's why he has that hairdo. Looking like Mo. Three Stooges, you know. But Mo got fired today for gambling improprieties. We're going to read a little further because I'm pretty sure what they're going to say is that Shohei was like, oh, buddy, I feel bad for you. Here you go. Take the 4.5 plus mil and you do what you need to do to get out of that trouble and get a haircut at the same time because that thing is mental, you know. Freaking Mo. So let's just quickly see what's said about that. Ohtani first said that the player had knowingly transferred the funds to cover the gambling debt of Mutahara, Ohtani's long-term friend and associate. The spokesman organized a 90-minute interview between Mutahara and ESPN on Tuesday night, where Mutahara explained his side of the story. Let's see what he had to say. He told ESPN that he had incurred the debts betting on the NBA, the NFL, college football, and international soccer, but never on baseball, which is prohibited by the MLB. Now, he says this about Ohtani. Obviously, he wasn't very happy and said that he would help me out to make sure I never do this again. Again, Enable, I don't think Shohei, who did this, he made his money by hitting home runs, throwing strikeouts, you know, and not on gambling, we don't know. Giving you 4.5, you're taking the fall for your friend. You said you guys were friends. Now you're falling on the sword for him. Shohei! He's got a contract, $700 million coming up. You know, you can't put that at risk. We'll give you a couple mil to shut your freaking mouth, Mitsuhara. You know, Mitsuhara's now shutting his mouth after the 30-minute interview he did with ESPN. First, let's get into what he said there. I want everybody to know he decided to pay it off for me as mental. I want everybody to know that Shohei had zero involvement in betting. I mean, the fact that this guy had to come out and starts mentioning this off the top, like, okay, ready? I want everybody to know that Shohei had zero involvement in betting. I want people to know I did not know this was illegal. I learned my lesson the hard way. I will never do sports betting ever again. Can I just roll back the tape? Guys, Ohtani wasn't happy about it. And then he said he'd make sure he'd never do it again. Paid off the bill, you know? And then he goes on to say, but I want you guys to know, Shohei, he didn't even know anything about it. Knew nothing, no idea. Guys, I didn't even know it was illegal, but I only did it on football, on soccer, on hockey. I did it on, college football. Baseball, no. I didn't do it on baseball because that's prohibited. But I didn't even know it was illegal. When something's prohibited, but then you say you didn't know it was illegal, that means you were doing it across the board, buddy. Okay, that's one strike against Mitsuhara. Okay? Second one, falling on the sword for your friend with a $700 million contract. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing, Mitsuhara. And you have no pride, no integrity. Your family will be very, very disappointed. And they would ask you to chop off at least a finger or two. You have to decide if you honor your family enough to do so. There's a knife over there. Just go ahead and grab it, Mitsuhara. So he came out and he said, Shohei, out of the blue, guys. Shohei had nothing to do with the gambling. I didn't even know it was illegal. But I didn't do baseball because I know that that's illegal. Come again? ESPN reported, oh, listen to this. The spokesperson for Ohtani disavowed Mitsuhara's account. Do you know why? Because of what I just freaking recognized. That clearly there was more going on here than they're saying. This is they call this like the rope-a-dope. And you're in there and you're thinking you got him. And at the end you get knocked out by Muhammad Ali. It's happened so many times. ESPN reported that Mitsuhara then changed his story Wednesday, saying that Ohtani in fact had no knowledge of his gambling debts. And Ohtani had not transferred money to the bookmakers associate. What in the freaking hell? ESPN reported that Mitsuhara said that he had been told not to comment on whether or not he'd been accused of theft by Ohtani, but declined to say by whom. NBC News had contacted the Dodgers, Ohtani and Mitsuhara overnight seeking further comment. Mitsuhara worked with Ohtani since his major league debut in 2018. After working for the Red Sox as an interpreter, which he also was gambling over there too, but not on the Red Sox. He met Ohtani after returning to Japan in 2013. When Ohtani signed with the Angels in 2017, the team hired Mitsuhara to work as his personal interpreter. ESPN reported that Mitsuhara told the outlet he'd been paid between $300,000 and $500,000 annually. Guys, that's ridiculous to go out there and just interpret poorly. You know he's doing a terrible job of it, right? He's also thieving, betting, taking that $300,000 to $500K and throwing it right into the market and betting and making money against Ohtani, against baseball. Or Ohtani's in there with him and they're going in there like, what are you putting on tonight? He's like, I'm going to get 21 strikeouts. Do the over. Or the under. I don't know what the hell it is. It's already been an eventful week for Ohtani, become the face of MLB's efforts to build a brand in Asia and one of the sport's leading stars. Greeted by legions of adoring fans at Dodgers opening day in Seoul, despite South Korea's long-standing rivalry with Ohtani's native Japan. There he is, right there, potentially gambling like freak, you know? Like there could be a real issue with this guy. He can throw a strikeout. Yeah, he can hit the ball a mile. But he may be in like next Pete Rose. Some people are saying he's like the 2024 Pete Rose. Shohei Pete Rose Ohtani is like his nickname. Some people that's all they're calling him now. Like, Pete, Charlie Hustle, Shohei Hustle. The Shohei Hustle. That guy can move money around, to pay off debts. I'm thinking, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think that there's some money being moved around? Do you think that this guy thieved it and wired money out of Shohei Ohtani's account without him knowing? Which sounds like the most ridiculous thing you could ever say. Or is there a chance that Shohei likes to play highlight or something? You know what I mean? And he's into the gambling side of things. And he's like, I got all this money. I don't know what to do with it. Let me put $100K on me losing tonight. Pete Rose. Can't get into the hall with that attitude. When you have an addiction like gambling and you are one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history and you're already branded as a no Hall of Famer, no way are you going to the Hoff. Because they didn't let Pete Rose in. Why are they going to let you in? You're out there gambling 4.5 mil. Pete Rose was doing chicken, scratch. And he wasn't even gambling on his own team. At least that's what he says when he did the sign of the cross. Pete Rose, most hits of all time, guys, not in the Hall of Fame. He gambled. Now it's a gambling world. They're all doing it. And honestly, like, how do you monitor that? How do you stop players from gambling? That's the most ridiculous thing. And you're not going to let Pete Rose in. Like, there's nothing to stop. Yeah, okay, we signed a document. Anybody could do anything they want. They could go out there and put a bet through a proxy. Are you kidding me? Yeah, Pete Rose was a setup. I think Pete Rose got the crap end of the stick for sure. But all I know is this. You can't stop a guy out there who's some scrub on a baseball team, who knows his team's got a bad pitcher, he's pulling up lame or something to put money on the game through a proxy in order to make some cash on the side. You can't say that someone like Shohei Ohtani isn't just feeling like he wants to risk it a little because everything's so perfect and he just wants to do something a little bit risque. He's going to go out there and gamble a little. Maybe it's not on baseball. Maybe it's on soccer. Maybe it's on football. Maybe it's on anything else. Maybe it is on baseball. But maybe it is Shohei Ohtani that did this. And you have to start asking yourself the question, does this guy Mitsuhara have access to his account? It's the real question. And how do you get access to his account? How do you get wire access to someone's account without knowing it? I think most times you have to approve a wire. Like there's it's not just like you're like, hey, here we go. Like there's a process within wiring. It's not just like this guy can take it and wire money out of your account. And like I said, no one gives that information. My wife and I are the only people who have access to my bank account, to our bank account. Shohei Ohtani doesn't have his interpreter on the bank account access codes and like a PIN with a debit card. He and his wife, and he's married now, they have bank accounts. They're the only people, and maybe his financial advisors, who have access and know the bank accounts. And by the way, someone like him has a money guy. If $4.5 million disappears and goes towards gambling debt, they know about it first. So this is such a freaking can of horse shit here. Sorry, but it is. And what I think is, if you look and we see a little bit further down the line, we're going to find there's a little bit more going on here. Shohei's involved, and it's going to stain his reputation going forward, especially now that they're saying he's the face of Asian baseball. They're trying to create an MLB Asia. And how do you do that if your star is here in America and he's being, prosecuted for something, or he's got this stain on him because he did something that everybody else knows you don't do in American sports? Because of Pete Rose. Because Pete Rose is not in the hall, you don't do it. In fact, Shohei should have said, look, I don't know why you're telling me that. You make $300,000 to $500,000 a year and you owe them $4.5 million. How do you even get into that debt? That's the other thing you have to start asking yourself. How could a guy who's making $300,000 to $500,000 a year be in $4.5+ million of debt? You can't. No one lets you get that far in the hole without breaking your friggin' knees first. So I think we just answered our question. Shohei Ohtani is absolutely involved in this gambling scheme, paying off $4.5 million in gambling debt. Has to be. Because this guy didn't make enough money. He didn't have that money sitting around to be like, okay, I'll keep going in debt, see if I can get out this time. Oh, I'll get you on the next one. I'll get you on the next one. You get your knees broken. They don't keep allowing you to put bets in to the $4.5 million tune. That's when you got a couple $100 million and you're like, I could do it. I could pay it off. And you don't think that you're going to get caught. So you say, Mutsahara, fall on the sword for me. What do you guys think? Do you agree? I should get credit for that because I'm the one who found it first. I'm pretty sure. I mean, we're looking a little closer at this, and you have to start piecing together the evidence. So what's the evidence? It's like, okay, you got a guy who's got a $700 million contract. He's got an interpreter that makes $300,000 to $500,000 a year. And we're hearing that interpreter is $4.5 million plus in the hole in gambling debt. And Shohei was just like, I'll pay it off for you. I don't want you to do it anymore, so I'll pay it off for you. It's like ridiculous. Shohei Ohtani has a gambling problem. You heard it here first. And when it comes out, it's going to be massive. I don't know. And people are going to be pissed off at me for saying this. Shohei, he's the model athlete. Great athlete. Pete Rose is a great athlete, guys. Pete Rose is a great batter. Great, most hits all time. We're human. Shohei Ohtani has everything in the world. It's all in his hands. And if this is really what's going on, it's all going to be down the toilet. Asia, MLB Asia, who's the new face if you can't get Shohei Ohtani to be the face? So actually, I'm probably going to get in trouble for even saying this. They're going to pull it down because they need this guy to be a success so badly. They'll never allow that. So what do you guys think about that? I want to hear your impressions. I want to hear your opinion. Do you agree with me? How does a guy who's got $300,000 to $500,000 a year get $4.5 million into debt? You can't. They would never allow it. You get $4.5 million in debt when you're worth $300 to $500 million. And then they're like, he's good for it. They'll allow you to keep pushing it on if you're Shohei Ohtani. So here's the thing. I'm forecasting something. And you guys remember this. This just broke today. One day in the future, could be tomorrow, it could be next year, it could be in 10 years. Remember, when the guy, the whistleblower, maybe it's on the MLB Hall of Fame announcement of Shohei Ohtani in 25 years, there will be a whistleblower who was the bookie, who took all of the bets for Shohei Ohtani through proxy or through whatever, and he'll come out and he'll do a whole story how the book, and he's going to tell everybody the whole story about how Shohei Ohtani was gambling the entire time he was a baseball player. You heard it here first. It's guaranteed. Because you can't get $4.5 million if you're an interpreter making $305,000 a year. I just figured that out. I mean, this detective work, guys. Oh, no, we'll allow you to keep going. You guys think if you make $500,000 a year, that means you have $305,000 in the bank? Do you know how much money it costs to live? Like, everything costs so much. So let's just say he's extravagant living. And he's got $500,000 a year. That dude could have $50,000 left at the end of the year, $100,000 left, because so much goes into living. It costs so much to live in the United States, okay? There's no way any bookie will allow that interpreter to keep doubling down further and further in debt. Oh, now we're over $1 million? Sure, buddy, keep going. 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. No worries, buddy. Keep going. We know you're good for it. You're an interpreter. And then all of a sudden you're at $4.5 plus million. Again, the plus is really scary, guys. This could be like a $10, $20, $30 million debt that Shohei Ohtani got himself into. And he's paid it off. And you start looking at his bank records. And you don't just see these $4.5 million worth of debits. You start seeing something even more troubling. Going back a year or two into 2018, maybe, when he started this entire process of becoming one of the faces of baseball. He's a phenomenal baseball player, but he could be a scumbag. We don't know. I would say that there's a better percentage of him being a gambler, than not, you know? Again, what do you do when you have all the money in the world and you don't know what to do? You're trying to find some sort of thrill when you're not on the mound, when you're not at the plate trying to hit a home run, and you've got this big house, all of a sudden it's just kind of like whatever. And then you're trying to rebottle that energy you felt when all of these amazing things happen in your life as Shohei Ohtani. And you can't. You're there watching TV at the end of the day. It's like, what do I do here, huh? Well, you know this new thing with sports betting? I'm a fan. I was watching Logan Paul, and they have this new thing where they have a betting site. Like, these people, they're bored. They are bored when they're not on the field. They're living lives just like you and me. That guy, when he's not on the baseball field, he gets in his car and he drives to the store. He sits by the pool. He reads a book. He's a human being. Therefore, if you are able to gamble, and maybe perchance from time to time you're like, you know, I'm going to put a bet on X. So could someone like Shohei. It could be like, look, I got nothing that give me that freaking, you can go buy lottery tickets. But he's not doing it for the money, clearly. He's doing it for the thrill, and he's terrible at it, right? $4.5 million into the hole. Gosh almighty. You know, when you got a Shohei Ohtani deal, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like on the way out the door, leave a comment, and share. I'm live at 9 a.m. and after 9 p.m., so join us. This is the MarkinsPires Show.
Why do dermatologists worldwide...
That's pretty good freaking timing, I gotta say. No, I missed it. Was there a part there where I did the reverse thing? Would it actually stayed in with like the scratchy sound? Did I do that? I tried to. I was hoping to. Don't know if it worked out that way, but I tried. Oh, goodness. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I've been enjoying doing the news, I have to tell you. I like this, just without having to get into anything political, just finding funny stories. And I feel like, I don't know if you agree, but I feel like there's no other channel you could find that's doing that. Where they're like, specifically, you're going to just find goofy shit. And it's not going to be, you know, anything that's going to trigger you. It's going to be the opposite. Somebody's going to be like, oh my goodness, what? Like the James Bond stuff with the stupid shirt. And Megan Fox, wait till you see what I did to her today. I freaking ripped her apart. She sucks. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, if you wait till you see, and again, I have nothing against Megan Fox, but there's 27 views on the bit that she gets completely roasted. I'm just going to say Megan Fox gets roasted. literally shredded. Absolutely shredded. It's like, you don't even recognize her afterwards. You're like, what the hell? And that's just stuff she did, you know? I'm getting the link for that because guess what? It's ready. What happens is you have to wait like sometimes up to 24 hours before YouTube will, I guess, run your show through their system. And so that like see it in HD form. Once it's HD form, then you could download it. And so I've been downloading all these. I'm also putting them all, if you guys listen at all, at Spotify. The show is now on Spotify. I've been dropping stuff like crazy. I'm going to drop a ton more like this. I don't know what else was there. I mean, went over the brackets for the NCAA, and then we got into the news. And then I'm pretty sure that Megan Fox thing is one of the funniest stories I've ever done. And what I mean is it's like every other story. And I don't know if I'm funny. I think the stuff I say should be funny. Like I would be laughing at it if I saw it in an Adam Sandler movie. I would be laughing at it if I saw Jim Carrey on screen saying and doing the same things that I say and do. Because I think my facial expressions and my tonal intonation towards everything I say and do has comedic value. Like I feel like you could close your eyes or listen to my show on Spotify and be like, I could hear in the tone of his voice that there's a joke there, or you would know all that stuff. Of course, I'm kind of tone deaf when it comes to what people think of what I'm doing. I just see it in my own little capsule where I'm like, okay, well, to me, this is cool, and I like the way that sounds, and that's funny, and I'm like, I don't have anything to bounce it off of, so I'm like, everything I say and do here is stuff that I would like to see if I was on the other side of the screen. Does that make sense? So, like, if I wasn't here and I was you, I'd want to see what I'm doing. Like, that's what I would want to be doing. I'd be like, I want to see a guy write songs live in the moment and do silly comedies and do some comedy news that gets me away from the politics. Like, that's basically the best way I can explain it. For years, I was watching the Negatube and letting other people try to entertain me, and it wasn't working. And then I'm like, no, that's why. I got to get that guitar in my hand. I got to come out here and I got to put on a show. That's just the reality of it. So within that, the difference is there are people who are methodical and they're method actors as well, where they'll do the same performance every single day. They'll show up and they'll say, it's Robert Krause here at Channel 7 News. And they'll hit you with the same exact tone, the same exact robotic, but it's great. I mean, it's perfect, but there's no feel. And I don't know. I just don't like that. I just don't like the no feel thing. I like to always get out there and do something unique, which is why we have been doing this for a long time. J.E.U. Rock. Leisure number 7, you rock. This is a long-ass show. An hour 36. Thank you for watching the piece of comedy and cover songs. I'm not sure how the covers were. I think that jam, there were a couple parts in that jam that were like, woo. I got to go and check. There's one part specifically. I was like, they don't know. That part I got to go back and find. Channel 7 News. Let me say good evening to you, and thank you very much, guys, for kicking it with me. We're continuing this insane journey. 1,907 days in a row. 1,908 days in a row. Can I get the screen open? Like, what are we doing over here? This is either the correct channel or the wrong channel. It's the wrong channel. But there's somebody out over here. Thank you for watching on the MarkinsPires TV channel. I'm going to click over and see if we can get to the MarkinsPires channel so I can say goodnight to everybody. If you wanted to head over to the MarkinsPires channel and kick it with the fam, you should be able to see that link. I'm like all thumbs today. When you can't find your own channel, here we go, view your channel. We're viewing the channel. Oh, these motherfuckers. Maybe it's because I don't know, they like to hit you in the face here on YouTube. All right, let's see. We are live. There we go. If you guys haven't yet, please hit the like and leave a comment. That helps us. Let me know what your favorite part of the show was tonight. BDP Racing, my friend. J.E. Kit Covert, a.k.a. Wolf, in the house. Leisure number 7, my friend. Good to see you, pal. Thank you so much for kicking with me all night. And Modoc Roughstock, the creator of the amazing name for my show. Mark has wood. Sorry. I always have to pretend to zip up my fly after saying the name. In homage to Modoc. I have to, you know? Nick M, my friend, good to see ya. And we got Renee Woods kicking it here. Ron Tyler giving a hug to my brother Ron. Guys, do me a favor, subscribe to Ron. If you haven't yet, Virginia as well, right? We're in the process. This looks different to me for some reason. I mean, we'll figure it out later. I don't know why. I don't see any mods for some reason. Listen, tomorrow I will be back. We have content galore coming at you. If you can, hit that like, share, and keep smiling. We got a lot of work to do tomorrow. You got to go away. You got to go away, yeah. Oh, goodness. You got to go away. Another awesome show. But like I said, that Megan Fox thing, if you want to see it before I edit it, it was ridiculous. I'm going to get it right now. I'm starting to edit it right now. I'll see you guys in the morning. I should be live. I hope so. I got to check to see what the rain's like. If it's raining a lot, I'll be live. Have a good night.